there, friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Alderon and I are here today to talk to you about a series of books that we're really excited about, and we think that you will really enjoy them and love them too. So this is actually a graphic novel series. I wanted to talk about some graphic novels. We're right leading up into the holiday, right? Some of you might be out of school already, or you may be getting ready to be out of school soon. The excitement is really high for the holidays, and maybe you want to read something, but your brain is kind of all over the place, and you don't really want to commit to anything really long or super serious or super involved, but you still do want to read something. So I've got the perfect series for you. It is a graphic novel series. I just recently discovered it, and I fell completely head over heels in love with it. And that is called Hooky. So, first of all, I was just completely grabbed by the artwork on the cover because I thought it was so cute. There are 3 volumes and 3 volumes only of this series, okay? So here's volume 2. And then here is volume 3. So you know what you're getting into, right? There's just 3. They're all available at the library. So I had never heard of this series before, and I was in the bookstore a few months ago, and I came across a table that had these on display, and I was, like I said, immediately entranced by the covers and the artwork. I flipped through it. I thought the art was on the inside was really wonderful too, and I got them all that day without even doing any research or knowing anything about it. But I'm really glad I did do that impulsive decision, because I absolutely love this series. I think it's super fun. And like I said, it's a really great thing to read this time of year. If you're, we're winding down the end of the year, you maybe still want to read something, but you don't want to get super involved in something. This series is really fun. It's funny. It's cute. But it does also have some serious moments too. So I don't want you to think that it's like just a fluff series and nothing important happens, because it is. It is really cool, and there are some really important emotional moments for the characters as well. So this is the story of 2 young witches, and basically they are supposed to go to magic school in the very beginning of the first book, and they miss their bus. And because of that, a whole bunch of shenanigans in the series happen, and they end up being on the run. So they're on the run. They are wanted not only by their family, who is a really powerful family of witches, but they are also wanted by law enforcement and other really powerful families, because they believe that one of them, either Dorian or Danny, are the prophesized king of the witches, who is going to bring the world to the end. So a lot of people are looking for these 2 young witches, and they end up staying with this elderly master of magic. They befriend a whole host of different characters, including a princess, a young man who is working at the cafe, a frog that breathes fire. There are dragons in this too, of course. You know I would love a series if it has dragons in it. So yes, there are dragons in this too, and just shenanigans ensue. So a lot of what this series deals with is prejudice that non-magical people have against people who use magic. And the twins, Dorian and Danny, are always trying to decide whether is it worth it for them to continue to use magic if they're going to be treated by a lot of people this way. So there's a lot of back and forth with that as well, and whether they can trust people who don't have magic. Like I said, they befriend this young princess who immediately, when she first meets them, wants them to be arrested because she thinks that they are, evil. But then they all become really good friends, and, the story is such a beautiful story of friendship. There's a little bit of love in it too. Lots of adventures, lots of mayhem, lots of laughs, which is what I really loved best about it. But also, I just think that the artwork for this series is phenomenal, right? Like, I really love the art. I love the colors. I just think it's all so beautiful. And the whole series is like that. There's lots of dialogue. There's lots of really great character development. It's an absolutely wonderful series. I mean, you can read it any time. Like I said, I think it's a really great thing to read if you don't feel like getting involved in anything right now. Whoop. Dragon Overboard, but I think also anytime you really like it, would want to read it, it will be really great. It was originally, I forgot to mention this earlier, it was originally a online comic that could only be found on the internet. But it was so popular they turned it into a graphic novel series, which is really cool because now it can reach a wider audience. So highly recommend this series. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Give it a shot. And everything is, all 3 volumes are available at Farmington Community Library. So if you want to check it out, please feel free to do so. And also, please give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching. This is Hooky. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, friends.